So I'd like to present to you someone who I've been waiting to meet for a long time, and finally we're meeting. Uh, and her name is Sharon Ross. So Sharon Ross, people call her the Afro-vivalist, right? She can hunt it, she can field dress it, she can bring it home, and she can cook it, right? She said she is the huntress and urban survivalist who's preparing for the collapse of society and catastrophic disasters. She encourages people of color to prepare for the day that the US government abandons its people. And the Afrovivalist is a woman of many skills and knowledge. She's a member of the Oregon Radiological Emergency Response Team. And she also has a camp, which I'm sure she'll speak a little bit about. So I want to welcome her. And in her topic, she'll be talking about preparing for the next natural disaster during the COVID-19 pandemic. And with that, I introduce you to Sharon Ross. Sharon?
Afro violence. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So my mission as Afro violence is to educate the community, and specifically the Black community and people of color communities, because we are not prepared for what is coming ahead of us. And I encourage everyone to start preparing. Start with your water, grab some food, get your emergency kits, learn some skills. That way, just in case something does go down like the COVID-19, you're prepared. Unfortunately, when COVID came onto the U.S. land, a lot of people weren't prepared for that. Only the people who were prepper or survivalists were prepared for it and knew something and was going to come. And unfortunately, 90% of the USA citizens were not prepared. And this is a moment in time that we need to be prepared, because this COVID-19, this is only the beginning. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So I am encouraging everyone out there to get prepared, which is why I have created Decamp Outdoors. It is a preparedness camp, and I have a slogan called "It's a preparedness camp for city folks," because living in the city of Portland, Oregon, and talking about being prepared, 10 years back and even up until last year, people were like, yeah, whatever. You crazy girl, or, what do I need to prepare for? Or, I've got God, he'll take care of me and I'm good. But what they don't realize is if you don't have your materials, you are going to suffer during that time. So instead of running out to get your toilet paper, be prepared or get your toilet paper. Go get your food, go get your water, go get everything you need and start preparing from there. And Decamp Outdoors was thrived by the people that I met in the city, because a lot of them don't know where to even start. A lot of people came to me and said, I don't even know where to start. Where do I begin? So that is where Decamp Outdoors comes from. I have accumulated friends who are in the prepper and survival community to help me out on this, and you'll be able to attend workshops that range from outdoor cooking all the way to learning about an elk. It's a full spectrum of what you need as an urban person who may be wanting to transition into survival. I'm even discussing about Earthships. We've got the Earthship Biotexture community who has lent me a video, and it will teach you and give you a tour of the self-sufficient homes that are off-grid, no utilities, 0 utility bill, and it will work for you during the worst part of winters and the harshest times of summer. So I would just encourage everyone out there to, start thinking about getting prepared. Even if you don't think anything else is going to happen down the line, go out and buy some water, put it under your bed, put it in your closet. Go out and buy some extra cans, but don't buy the cans that have the tabs on the top. And the reason why you don't want the tabbed cans is because You really won't know if it's been actually punctured, and therefore your food will get contaminated because of the air. I think it's botulism, whatnot will cause that. So do not get the tabbed cans. Go out and get the old school cans that don't have tabs. Okay, if you're gonna stock up, get those types of cans. Just start, thinking about the family and friends and yourself if you're just an individual like I am, in preparing for yourself. Prepare an emergency kit at home. Prepare an emergency kit for an everyday carry, and have an emergency kit within your car. All those things will assure that if anything happens, you've got something either on your back, in your car, or at home that will help you aid to the survival of what's coming next, the next day or the week or the month. We don't know what's going to be happening with this current person of ours that's in charge. You just don't know what's going to happen now. And unfortunately, we're in this COVID situation. And the presidency, that election's coming up. We don't know. This is a time to really start, waking up to the fact that our lives may and will change. It's already changed. We're not, COVID's here. We're not going backwards, unfortunately. We're not going to go back to normal. This is our normal. So yeah.
Awesome. So Sharon, so let everyone know, are you currently on social media, and what's that tag?
I am on social media, afrobiblist.com, the website, Afrobiblist Twitter, and Afrobiblist Instagram, in addition to decampoutdoors.com. Yeah.
Awesome. And we have one more question for you as well.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on sheltering in place versus being mobile in a natural disaster?
Currently, my situation, I am not sheltered in place, so it depends on your situation. When we here in Oregon got the shelter in place order 3 days earlier, I bugged out to my bug out location out in the country. So it all depends on what you have as an avenue to go to. If you're in a situation that you have to shelter in place at home, just make sure you stock your home. Make that your urban homestead, even if it's an apartment. Start planting, your vegetables and whatnots in your window sills. Start creating a pantry. No matter where you're at, just create it. So for me, it all depends on your situation and the life you live. You can't live my life. I can't live yours. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what so you're going to have to determine on your own the situation. And if you have an opportunity to get out of the city when you can, I would do that. Because especially with things that's starting, if this civil unrest goes on to situations where I heard a quote the other day on YouTube, a police officer saying, "I can't wait for this race war." Okay, so that alone, you don't want to be in the city. It's just crazy the things that's going on right now. So I would advise everyone to think about their situations and look at the situation that we're in now and look forward. Imagine what can go next. I mean, unfortunately, we have to think about, the bad things, but those bad things, if you think ahead of time, you're going to be prepared for that.
Okay. All right. And just two quick questions, if you can answer them very quickly. How long
Yeah.
does canned food last, and how long does bottled water last?
Canned food can last up to 25 years. Heck, they found what cans in the Egyptian tomb, so it can go either as longer than that. But it all depends where you store it. You would need to store it in a cool, dark environment. Light cannot hit it, and heat cannot hit it. Those two elements will just kill the nutrition of the food and possibly contaminate the food. Water, you know what? The water don't go bad unless there's chemicals in it. Okay, so there's a difference between the two. If you know a water has been contaminated with some type of chemical, do not drink it. But if you know this water is coming down a stream and it's just hitting a muddy puddle and that soot in that puddle is just being stirred around, you can drink that. Just purify it. There's many ways to purify it, and if people want to learn it, I will be presenting the water purification facts, and it's going to show how to purify the water in these 3 different ways and teach you how to make your own in-home water purification system.
Awesome.
So you need both. You need both, and you just need to make sure that neither one of those, food or water, are sunlight can reach. So keep them out of the sunlight, and keep them both in a cool environment, cool, dark environment.
Awesome. Well, we thank you. We appreciate the time that you've taken to educate us also. I just want everyone to know on the call that, this conversation is just the beginning. We're just really scratching the surface and giving some surface level information that we hope you find is valuable and useful. But we will be building out the information, building out the NAAGA Nest website so that you can access all of the great information that's being presented here. So we're still in our infancy stage. We'll be adding more info. We're going to have another online presentation on August 26th with some dynamic experts that, in addition to who we have here. So just watch for more information on it. And again, as I said, we're in infancy here. So it's just, we're just starting to educate, our membership and our community on preparedness and just changing our mindset towards preparedness. So awesome. We appreciate you, Sharon, and we'll make sure that we everyone gets your contact information as well.
Thank you so much. Everybody go to decampoutdoors.com for more survival information.
Awesome. Thank you.